Welcome to my next installment of How Should I Quilt This? This is a pattern that I used. This was created by Edita Sitar. It's a variation of the Dresden plate. I did make some changes. I didn't follow her pattern exactly, but I do love the way this quilt turned out with the piecing and the applique. I finished piecing it last fall and I haven't had a chance to get started on the quilting until now, but I do hope to finish this up and use it this fall season. This quilt has been basted with safety pins, and I've also on my Q20 I have basted around the outside edges as well, which is my preferred way of doing it. The next step that I like to use is to anchor the quilt, which in this case I will be doing in the ditch along all of these borders. There are quite a few of those, so that will take me a little bit of time. But in the meantime, I can be thinking about my next step. Okay, it took me a while, but I'm finally finished with all of the in the ditch quilting through all of the sashing. Um, and I started to do a little bit of doodling. I'm hoping you can see this here on this piece. I'm working on how do I want to quilt each of these blocks that has 4 sections of Dresden plate on them. And my instinct is I love cross-hatching. So I think I want to do that in the center, but this is what I think I've settled on for these Dresden petals. I'm going to in the ditch quilt around each petal, and then I'm going to echo that, and you can see my marks, I hope, here. And then the quarter circle, I'm not going to do these diagonal lines that I've drawn on there. I think I'm going to go with the 2 curved lines and some pebbling, free motion pebbling inside them. And then on each of the Dresden petals, you can see I use ruler work to do these, and it will go very quickly. So that's what I've come up with. I'm going to get started on that. So I did decide to do cross hatching in each of the blocks, and I did echo the petals and used ruler work on the top of each petal, and I did go with a little bit of ruler work on each of these quarter circles and did free motion circles as a filler. The blocks are all completed, and I went ahead and did some echoing on all of the applique pieces with a free motion filler. So the quilt is all done. I'll do my binding and I'll finish up. I used a faux piped binding technique for my binding on this quilt. You can see there were actually 2 strips sewn together, one gold, one blue, and it gives the illusion that there is a piping in there. Very simple, but I love the look. And my quilt is completed. It is now on my bed and ready for the fall season.